Welcome back to this week's episode of Me Monday. I hope you have something special planned for yourself today. Today, we're going to just talk a little bit about our outlook on things. So, when something comes up in your regular schedule or in the middle of something that you have planned, it's just unpredictable. How do you deal with that without experiencing extreme tension? I wonder, do you have a certain plan that you might have something special that you do to avoid that tension? Or do you immediately kind of lock up and feel the tension in your body, maybe before you even feel it in your mind? So you're in the middle of doing something, you've got it all planned out, you've got the time allotted, and that unpredictable thing happens. How do you find the time to get all of that done now that something's changed without neglecting yourself? Did you know that suitable downtime is actually a necessity? It's a requirement that you have to do for yourself. What? No one ever told you that? Well, it's true. Because in order for us to be physically and mentally at our best, to handle any situation, or just handle everyday situations, it's important for you to figure out where suitable downtime is going to fit in your day. I think that sounds a little bit like me time. Let me ask you, have you given any thought to what possible ideas there are about what is considered suitable downtime? Well, let me share with you that for me, I actually feel like I need suitable downtime the moment I wake up in the morning. My alarm goes off, and that's an immediate tense moment because it's broken up my sleep, but I know I have to get ready for my day. So I always plan to have a half hour before I have to do anything else to be able to sit and have just me time. Have my cup of coffee. Maybe for you it's a cup of tea. Maybe I'll read an article. Maybe I'll check my email. Maybe I'll actually just play a little video game because I am a big kid. But that's downtime for me. And so I know that I don't want to be interrupted. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to do anything I have to do for that half hour. That's my downtime. But then you may say, well, that's at the beginning of your day. Well, what happens if something happens during the day? Well, that's okay. I've gotten a great start to my day, to whatever's planned. And now, somewhere during the day, I need to take a break. I may be driving to this meeting, driving to that meeting, running around, maybe doing some errands in between. You know, I used to totally deliberately forget lunch so I'd have more time. And I'm not talking about necessarily even eating. I'm talking about taking the time to take a lunch break. That's the same as a midday break. So what does that look like? Well, it doesn't matter if it's a typical lunch hour. That's the stereotype, right? Maybe it's a half an hour. It could just be 15 minutes. But that's suitable downtime that I can get to choose whatever I want to do. Honestly, the most suitable downtime for a lunch break would actually be sitting and eating your lunch and not working. I remember many, many years where I used to work right through my lunch. So it was pen or keyboard and I'm eating, or I got the fork and spilling the food on the keyboard. Not a good idea, by the way. And you don't feel like you're ever stopping and getting that break. So suitable downtime. Maybe you go through your whole day and you haven't had that opportunity. Or maybe you don't believe you've had that opportunity for suitable downtime. Let's look at the end of the day. You leave work, you go home. Maybe you're saying, well, when I get home, I've got to take care of the kids. I've got to take care of my partner. I've got to make dinner. I still have a lot of things to do. Well, maybe you have a 10 to 30 minute travel time on the way home. Unless you work in your at-home office, we'll address that in a moment. But if you're traveling, even if it's a 10-minute drive, you could put your absolute favorite music on and dance your way through the ride home. Just get lost in the music as you're paying attention to where you're going, by the way, and just allow your body to relax. That's downtime. Just because it's not a spa day or a sit in a lounge chair day or go hang out on the beach day, that's not the only thing that's downtime. It's when you allow your mind to just escape to someplace else and your body to just have a moment of rest. So what would suitable downtime look like for you? For everybody, it's going to be different. I've shared a bunch of things that work for me. We've said that it's different for everybody. I'm curious, if you were to picture your ideal future, what you think it would look like best for you, what do you think that would look like? What do you think the most positive downtime would look like for you on an average day? You know, most often we tend to perceive things as though they're happening to us. Oh, why did that have to happen? Why did this have to happen? Why is it happening to me? But when you look with a positive light at anything that happens, then you can always find the opportunity or the positivity in anything. And then it's happening for you. And that can only be good. So I ask you, think about what your ideal suitable downtime would be. Think about me time. After all, it is Me Monday. I just want to share another quote with you from Melissa Blake. She says, don't estimate the value of doing absolutely nothing. Have you ever given that some thought? Maybe that should be your me time task today on Me Monday. Try to figure out where you can spend just a little bit of time doing nothing. Thank you for listening today. Please go off and do something special for yourself, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, and come back next week for another edition of Me Monday. Have a great day.